Hi guys, Quintini here, and today I am going to go over the fellowship system released in 5.1. This is a new way of finding like-minded people across the data center. Think of it like an advertisement in Party Finder, except you don't need to refresh it every hour, and it can have a lot more members. Fellowships can have a message, a poll, and up to 5 notices from the admins and masters of the fellowship. All of the other members can also use the message board, which will show the last 100 messages. There is no notification for messages in the message board, so you don't have to worry that you'll be spammed with messages from potentially 1,000 people. Only changes to the General tab, which is only editable by admins and masters, will cause a green circle indicator in the fellowship menu to appear. So, how do you find one, other than making one yourself? You can either search for a fellowship and apply, or someone who is an admin or master of a fellowship can invite you to one directly. To find a fellowship, you will need to use the Fellowship Finder. You can use the search filters to reduce the results, hover to view, and click to apply. Only fellowships that have been set to recruit will show up, and recruitment will automatically stop after a week and need to be reapplied. To make a fellowship, you will need to put in a name. There, you can edit the message, poll, notices, and the fellowship's name, activities, blacklist, or just disband entirely. You can also set the fellowship to recruit for up to a week and for a certain amount of people. Masters and admins can also blacklist players, which will remove them from the fellowship and prevent them from applying again. Players on a free trial can join fellowships as a regular member only, but cannot post to the message board, though they can still view it. Alright, so for my review of the system. The fellowship system needs a little bit more work. It has potential, but right now that potential is very limited. The first issue is searching. The categories are simply too broad. There should be more focused ones, such as specific jobs. Furthermore, there is currently no way to search via text for a fellowship name or description, nor can you sort or search by an owner's name. While some of these recruitments will die down over time since a recruitment lasts only a week before it needs to be reapplied, it's still a bit of a mess. The second issue? Notifications. Let's face it, most of us are not going to have the fellowship menu open at all times. It's going to be very easy to forget to check if there is a notification circle, and right now, that's literally the only notification we are getting. It would be better if there was also a system chat log letting you know a fellowship has been updated. As a side note, I would like an actual notification for the message board, but only if it comes with the ability to customize that for individual fellowships. For example, I would probably want it turned off in a hunting fellowship because it will be mostly people asking to be invited to a crossroad link shell. But I would want it turned on in a Blue Mage fellowship because it might be people asking for help getting a spell. The third issue, and it kind of goes with the previous one, is that there is no support in duties. Since we don't get a notification, like actually in the chat log or anything, the fact that we can't actually open up the fellowship menu in a duty, and I don't just mean like in a fight, of course you wouldn't be looking at that during a fight, but I mean more like exploration content, the next Eureka, whatever. That would mean that during the entire time you're there, you will never know if a fellowship has been updated. You would actually have to leave to go check it because of the fact that the notification system is currently requiring it. And that's not ideal. So either they need to make this available in duties as well, or they should fix the notification, or both, honestly, because you can't see message boards either. The last issue is also a very small one, and that's the poll. As you can see, this is a poll I've already answered. Well, actually you can't see. By looking at it from general, there is no way for me to tell that I've already answered it, because it still has the respond button. It's only once I click on that you can see that I can no longer vote. It would be much better if a poll I've already answered would have the button changed from respond into view results. So, what are fellowships good for? Well, given the aforementioned limitations, it's probably not going to be used as a new alternative for communicating hunt locations directly, or anything that would be updated multiple times per day. That being said, it can still be viable for seasonal, monthly, or weekly player-made events. It's also a great tool for advertising a Discord, a cross-world link shell, or even an FC, a free company, where more detailed and frequent announcements could be done via those mediums directly until the aforementioned issues have been addressed at least. But what else would I like to see in here? Honestly, an in-game calendar for events. Fellowships would be great for advertising things like Baltesian Arsenal runs, challenges like the 24-man healer-only runs, and special role-playing events. Right now, people are using the notices stats, but if there was a proper calendar with time and time zones and the ability for a member to subscribe to individual events or auto-subscribe to all events, and an actual alarm that warns you ahead of time that an event will start soon, that would just be amazing. There's potential. It's not quite there yet.